Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana.
Yeah, baby. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today. To forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 I'm a strong woman and beautiful too. I'm a queen of my home and I know that you are too. So let us come together and raise the flag green. Cause my family good food and health all relies on me. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today. To forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Oh, let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana.
It's another exciting episode on Let's Talk Agribusiness. Yes. And today, if you're a jollof lover, then this particular episode is being dedicated to you. Yes. And I mean ready to cook jollof. Jollof made easy and faster right here in Ghana. I will be speaking to one of the founding members of Dillis Coast, who are the producers of the ready-to-cook jollof with other assorted ready-to-cook products. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a quick commercial break, and when I'm back, we'll be speaking to Madam Beulah Deli Sala. It's Let's Talk Agribusiness. We'll be right back. If you just joined us, it's Let's Talk Agribusiness. You can also join the conversation by visiting all our social media handles at Miss Agriculture Ghana. Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop a comment, and let's know what you think about the show. My name is Ohiniba Kusiachewa, your Miss Agriculture Ghana. Today, I'm seated with Madam Beulah Deli Sala. Let's talk agribusiness.
Let's talk agribusiness. Yeah.
Madam, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Ready to cook jollof.
Yeah.
How did it all start?
Yeah, it all started from our mother's kitchen. He used to preserve everything that he lays hands on. And this jollof was something that we usually eat on Sundays. They will cook the jollof and mix it with rice and mix it up with spices, dry spices, and then you open sardine on it, and we eat before going to church. And growing up, we've coming from the office, stressed out before coming to the house. And jollof is something that every child likes.
I know, right? Even with the grown-ups.
Yes, adults like as well. So I thought of it, and I called my younger sister. The jollof that we've been eating those days, can you remember? Can we make something out of it? He said, how can we make something out of it? Are you serious? And I said, I'm very serious. So she came over, we make first trial, second trial, and I think the fifth try catch up with everything ready. So when our daughter was going to school at Accra Girls, we prepared the first seats and so that she'll carry along in case of need she can cook. So one lady there, Miss Yaro, saw it and picked it up from there and started selling it from there.
Wow.
And it's just like a magic.
The fifth trial.
The fifth trial.
You didn't give up?
No, not at all. Not at all. We were making inputs. That is the packaging that was giving us problem. It was the packaging. The jollof itself was coming out fine, but the packaging material, when you package, somebody will say, oh, if it were to be
this
in
way,
this form, I would have loved it. But the content itself was perfect. It was very perfect. So we started from there, and today, I think we are there.
And this is interesting. The first time I came across this product was at the 38th National Farmers Day celebration. I'm like, ready to cook jollof. How? Very interesting. You have, and this is beef.
Yeah,
so everything is made in here. All you need is to pour it into your rice cooker or your saucepan, put water in it to your own quantity, and then you are good to go. You didn't give up the first trial, the second, third, fourth, and fifth. You happen to be in the agro-processing sector of the agribusiness sector. Generally, what's your impression about agro-processing in Ghana? Or food? What's your take on food processing, the food processing sector in Ghana?
Yeah, we are coming in to help busy workers, not only ladies, because men also go to the
I know, right?
So busy working people, when you are back from the office, very tired, and you want to eat a healthy meal, you don't have to go outside and buy any roadside meal food. So if you take one of this, put it in your saucepan or microwave, just go and relax and listen to the news. By the time you come back, your jollof is ready, meat is there, everything inclusive, and there's an inside pack of pepper sauce that you just fry a little and eat. And I'm sure you can eat it that evening, and there will be a leftover,
exactly.
and you take the following day before going to the office. So we are thinking about heavy scheduled people who need to eat healthy food. And jollof is not the only product that we are manufacturing, but the focus is now on jollof. So we try and satisfy all the people, group of people. So if you are not a beef eater, we have fish for you, seafood.
Wow.
If you are not a seafood eater, we have chicken breast for you. If you are not a chicken breast eater, we have bacon. And we have a special one for vegetarians as well.
Wow.
So we want to satisfy everybody. So that's our aim, to help the public to eat healthy and quality food at affordable price.
Helping the public to eat healthy and quality food at affordable price. Madam Beulah, being a woman in the agribusiness sector, how has it been for you? For how long have you been in this sector? And is it that you just came in? Did you start with it? Were you in the corporate sector before coming in? How did it start for you?
Yeah, the agribusiness, I think joining it has opened my mind so wide that it's given me more ideas, because when I go and see things like this, I say, oh, I can improve on this. I can improve on this. I can make this one also to help other people. Yeah. For instance, the cocoa that I do is so special that everybody is chasing me on the cocoa.
I see.
I don't have a piece of my own cocoa. Yeah. So we just want to continue to help people improve on things that can pave way for workers and students and those who are outside and want to eat home food. So we are there to help others. And as for the agribusiness, we raise our hands for them. They are kudos. They are doing very well. Within trainings, workshops, and other things, they are there for us.
Great.
Yeah.
So, being a woman in this sector, what would you say has been your challenges, especially into the food processing? What has been your challenges over the years? For how long have you been doing this? For how long?
Yeah. My business started about 6 years back.
Wow.
Yeah. And the challenge is, anytime that you go to the market, the prices are changing. And you cannot put the burden on the consumer all the time. So sometimes you have to just absorb it as a shock absorber. And secondly, the machineries that we use, most of them, we use manual things, which does not help us to produce a lot at a time. Yeah. So in this case, if somebody can help us, push us with the machinery, automatic machines, and we need capital also to cushion us a little. So as for that,
Every CEO needs capital.
Seriously, because when I produce this one and send to the shop, the capital is held there, and I don't have anyone to operate on. Until this one is finished, I will not retrieve that capital to shop again. But luckily for me, it moves like fire. Yeah, the jollof.
It's doing so well.
Doing so well in the market.
So today you'll be cooking the jollof for us to see.
Okay.
Yes, Madam Beulah will be cooking the jollof for us. So don't go anywhere. I'll be taking a quick commercial break. When I'm back, we'll be asking her thoughts about young women in agribusiness. I know you have a great idea you want to come up with. Maybe something is pulling you down. Madam has gone through it for 25 to 27 years. She has all the experience to share with you. We'll also be finding out from her take on the whole agribusiness sector and the involvement of women in it. So don't go anywhere. It's still Let's Talk Agribusiness. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and it's still Let's Talk Agribusiness. If you just joined us or you just joined the conversation, Let's Talk Agribusiness, you can as well also drop your comment on the conversation ongoing. I have been speaking with Madame Beulah Delisala, who is one of the founding members of Delis Coast, producers of the ready-to-cook jollof and other ready-to-cook assorted products as well. She's spoken about the genesis of the whole product and how it's faring on the market as well. If you want to join the conversation as well, you can also visit all our social media handles at Miss Agriculture Ghana. On YouTube at Miss Agriculture Ghana. Just click subscribe, like and comment, and then you also know whenever we upload a video. Guess what? There are investment opportunities available to you, just in case you want to know where to put your money or the right place to invest in the agribusiness sector. Madam Beulah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I want to find out from you. You know, there are a lot of young women coming up who want to go into agribusiness or the food processing chain. Some don't know how to start, where to start, who to even talk to. What advice would you give to such a young woman?
Well, if the person is willing and ready to enter agribusiness, you can come to me. I have a lot of products, as you can see displayed there. If you're interested in any of them, I'm ready to train you.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm ready to train you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good.
Yeah.
Because there are lots of people, they come up with great ideas. And just to say, when they transition or they are no more, the products or idea is also no more. Exactly. So for me, it's very interesting to find somebody who is ready to train other people or other women who are interested. And also, there are marketing opportunities here. I've told you that the agribusiness sector, it doesn't mean, or it's not necessarily you coming up with the product. Somebody has already done something. You can also bring your knowledge on board on how to push the product. Yes, and it's a win-win situation for each and every one. Madame Beulah is not just ready to sell products, but also ready to train you on how to even make some of these things yourself, for it to be also a business opportunity for you or create employment for yourself and your family or your future. This is interesting. Madam, so tell us, like I said, in some few minutes, you'll be cooking the ready-to-cook jollof just for you to see how it's done. If somebody wants to get this, how do we get this? Where?
Yeah.
Is it available on every market? How do we get it?
Yeah. There's a Food Research Institute, kudos.
Oh,
Great work over there. Yeah, they are marketing it for me at their shop. So when you get to Food Research Institute at Okponglo, you get the jollof to buy. And apart from that, you can buy it at North Kaneshi, Swan Lake, house number 32, Pakaya Street Close. Yeah, you can get it there. Or even if you call us, we have the numbers here, 020.
Let me help you with the numbers.
Yeah.
So 0244 618 539, 0244 618 539, and then 020 811 3985, 020 811 3985, and then 020 818 7333, 020 818 7333. You can call Dillis Coast and then place your order for the beefy jollof rice or the seafood, any of their products, they'll get it for you. And see, quickly, you'll be moving to the kitchen and just, let's see how this is being done. Let's see how this is being done, okay? And I know you are going to enjoy it. I'll see you. Let's take a quick commercial break and then straight to the kitchen. Let's talk agribusiness. We are still at Dillis Coast, yes, where the producers of the ready-to-cook jollof, and we just want to have a short interaction. I've seen some machines here. We just want to know what these machines are being used for. I've seen some beautiful ladies. You know, anytime I see ladies, I get excited. Yes, these are my Miss Agriculture Ghana. Yes, women who don't want to sit down, ladies who are doing amazingly well, doing something for themselves, and not just that, supporting other women in the agribusiness sector. These are Miss Agriculture Ghana. Quickly, mommy, what's this machine for?
This is a mixer.
Okay.
And it's a manual mixer. When you put the products in it, then you have to use your energy to mix the things. And this is hammer miller.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're milling something just a little, you use this one. But if it's quite a lot, then you use this one.
Okay. And I see some young ladies.
Yeah. They are salting beans. This is how we salt the beans for wache.
Wow.
After sorting, then we vacuum seal it and put down ready to use.
Wow.
Yeah.
So these are being carefully
salt.
Carefully.
Yeah,
salted
because
or
it's
carefully
going to
done.
be consumed, and we want everybody to eat healthy and quality food. And when you come here, this is the dryer, and this is the slicer. Even though the slicer is not working, but this is the slicer we were using, and this is the dryer.
So you see, if you need somewhere to invest, you see, you need somewhere to put your money, Dillis Coast is inviting you.
Yeah.
You see, this is a great opportunity for you to invest in a company like this, providing healthy meals at affordable prices for Ghanaians. And this is made in Ghana. Made in Ghana. You know, on Let's Talk Agribusiness, there are lots of investment opportunities. We tell you we are bringing it all to bear for you, so you know the right place to put your money. And one of it is the Dillis Coast.
Oh yes, you are not lying. You are just on point. Just on point.
Just on point. So quickly, let's go to the kitchen and then do the do. So I welcome you back, and it's Let's Talk Agribusiness, still with Dillis Coast, producers of the ready-to-cook jollof rice. And it's time to see the practical session of it. Yes, you want to see how it's being done. We have our saucepan ready. We are about just tearing it and then putting it in, and then we'll let you know how it goes. So I'm flipping it. Just watch me. Watch me. Hey, I didn't make any idea. Mommy, watch me before I destroy this thing.
Oh,
that's
it.
Okay.
And you just open it.
And then you just open it.
Yeah.
Just open it. Wow. And wow, I see this.
This is the pepper sauce attached to it.
This is the pepper sauce attached to it.
Fry and just eat
with your jollof.
And
So
if you don't need it, you can put it aside. Yeah.
So the jollof doesn't just come; it comes with the sauce, a pepper sauce. So you fry this pepper sauce on the side, you see, and then have it with your jollof. So this is it, okay? Then
this one you can tell. Yeah, they're bringing it.
Wow. It's already yummy. Even in the pack, it's yummy. It's yummy in the pack, okay? So you just fry up the sauce on the side. And you can even do that whilst the jollof is on fire. And then right after that, ooh, it smells good. It smells good.
So you can cut it with scissors or knife.
Yeah, so you can cut it with your scissors or knife. And then, ta-la-la, it goes into your saucepan. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Everything has been mixed in here for you. So you just put it in your saucepan and then
the water, just to add the water on it.
So you add your water. Oh my goodness. My goodness.
And as it's cooking, if you prefer more water, you can add it.
Add it. So this one,
But
do you have salt in it?
everything inclusive, everything.
Oh wow. Wow.
Everything.
Wow.
Yes.
My
So
brother
we are
will be very
going
happy to hear this.
Yeah.
Great.
Ola, you see.
So it's going on fire and I'll see you after the commercial break. The smell alone, ready to cook jollof just for you. You are ready to cook jollof. Oh, jollof with no stress. I know you can't wait to taste this. Okay, so welcome back from the kitchen of Delhi's Coast and let's talk agribusiness. I know you're excited. Jollof made easier, faster, healthier, and tastier.
Exactly.
Tastier.
Exactly.
Delhi's Coast, ready to cook jollof just to serve you. Finally, Madam Beulah, finally. What are your final words to the public? What are your final words? Who do you want to appreciate? Because I know that starting a business is not easy, especially
not easy.
being a woman and here in Ghana. Starting a business is not easy.
Yeah.
So what are your final words and what advice are you giving across?
Yeah, the advice, I'll start with the advice. Yeah, any woman up there who is interested in ready to cook products to market it, yeah, they can come over to me and I'm ready to train them because I alone cannot feed the whole world. I cannot feed the whole world. Me and my sister and my husband, we cannot feed the whole world. So they should join. Let's join hands and produce quality, healthy food for the public to eat. And through that, we may even get more funds from somewhere and we will start exporting. So my doors are open. Yeah, and to appreciate people. The whole food research, I appreciate you people. Mama Charlotte, Phyllis and the wife, Alice and the wife, John, Dr. Danam and the team, everybody, food research, Matilda, Doris, Rose, everybody in food research, they have played a role in my processing area people, processing people, kudos. Ekuya, are you there?
I hope you've not forgotten your sisters.
Yeah, my sister Maud, she's my key main man.
Your main
man, yeah. And where are you? You're getting late to come on board. Yeah.
Great,
So,
great.
I think the agribusiness is a very lucrative business. So people should just give it a trial and see. So I'm very, very grateful for this interview that I'm going far and more customers will start chasing me again.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Exactly. This is the only platform where we get to market your agribusiness product or service for it to reach a wider network. And also, most importantly, opening it up for investment. This is where we draw the curtains on Let's Talk Agribusiness on this particular episode. I have been speaking to Madam Beulah Delisala and I'm super excited. One person I want to really appreciate as well is her husband. Trust me, beside every successful man is a woman. But in this case, Madame Beulah Delisala is doing amazingly well because there is a handsome man beside her. So if you're a young man out there or any man out there supporting your wife who is in the agribusiness sector, hey, kudos to you. We see you, we love you, we appreciate what you do. Keep pushing your women out there, and there are great things in us. We are going to bring it out. If you want to be on this show or just partner us, you can call the contacts being displayed on the screen. My name is Ohineba Kusiachirwa, your Miss Agriculture Ghana. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, drop a comment to us, and then let's continue the conversation from there. Until then, we say, let's talk agribusiness.
Agribusiness. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana.
Yeah, yeah, baby. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today to forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 I'm a strong woman and beautiful too. I'm a queen of my home and I know that you are too. So let us come together and raise the flag green, cause my family good food and health all relies on me. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today to forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Oh, let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana.
as a nation is highly dependent on the smallholder farmer. Now the question is, how do we empower the smallholder farmer to increase productivity? Today, I'm at RST Company Limited, one of Ghana's leading supplier in agricultural machines. I will be speaking to the CEO and founder of RST Company Limited on this particular issue or topic today. My name is Sohiniba Kusiachua, your Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we delve into the conversation. It's Let's Talk Agribusiness. Welcome back, and if you just joined us, you are watching Let's Talk Agribusiness. Today we are looking at how to empower the smallholder farmer to increase productivity, and I wouldn't be doing this alone. To aid me with this conversation, I'll be speaking to Mr. Samson Ayikwe Tete, who is the founder and CEO of RST Company Limited. Mr. Samson Ayikwe Tete, let's talk agribusiness.
Thank you.
Papa, how is work and how is it going?
Well, thank God, everything is moving fine.
I see. It's been a while.
We're doing great.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, see. It's been a long time.
I know, right? Okay, Papa, so delving into the conversation, how will you define a smallholder farmer in your own words?
Yeah. A smallholder farmer is someone who farms, let's say, from half an acre to about 10 acres. I will call that person a small scale farmer or a smallholder farmer. Yes. Now, these ones form a very large proportion of the farmers in Ghana. So I will say that the country's food security is truly dependent on them.
Now, we are looking at, which means we've established, or we've both established the fact that our food security highly depends on these smallholder farmers. Now, the question is, how do we empower them to increase productivity?
Good. Now, if we talk about empowering somebody to do more what he was doing before, in this case, in agri, then it means we having to get the person to do more than what he would have ordinarily done left on his own. And in this case, it is the employment of agricultural technology. Now we are looking at people who are aged, men, women, particularly. In the past, man, wife, and children are all on the farm, so they were able to produce more. Today, it's not like that. The young, vibrant men have all moved to the city. So it is only the aged, weak, elderly who can be found over there. Now, how can we get these people to do more than they are doing?
So, there as in where specifically?
Good. When we talk about the smallholder farmer, it does not depend on the location. It is the amount or the quantity the person is able to do. So even if it's in around Accra here, and the person there is only between half an acre and 10, then he falls within these categories. Now, because of the demographic distribution of labor, we have the stronger, vibrant ones moving into the city. Those that are left on the farmlands are not able to do much. So empowering them is what will enable them to do what we are expecting. How do we do that? By employing agric mechanization. Now, it has to be smaller, simple tools, user-friendly, that even women will be able to use. Because a large population of farmers, those who provide food for us today, are women.
I want us to break the agricultural mechanization down a bit. especially to those of us who are a bit new in the agribusiness sector. Let's break this term a bit down for them to understand. If we say agricultural mechanization is one way of solving or empowering the smallholder farmer to increase production, what do we mean by that?
It is simply any tool or machine that can help the farmer to be able to do what he had been doing with his manual strength much more easier and quickly than he was doing before. Yes. Any tool or machine that is able to do this can be referred to as agricultural mechanization.
And I know RST Company Limited, you are into most of these agricultural machines. Can you take us through some of these handheld machines that can aid the smallholder farmer to increase productivity?
Yes.
To increase production.
Thank you. Now, farming starts from land cultivation, then planting. After planting, maybe irrigation. If where you are, water is not common, you need to do some irrigation. Now, as the plants are growing, maybe you need to weed around it. Then, when it is ready and matured, you need small tools to harvest, and on like that. But now let me go into details. For example, we have the slasher. It's a very small tool. One can put it on his back or her back, and then it is used to do everything. It can be used to slash weeds. Then, after you have slashed the weeds, it has also got a hoe which can weed just like the manual hoe, but this time it's mechanized. So it does it very fast and neat. Thereafter, the same slasher machine has a small water pump which can irrigate. In addition to the water pump, if there are a few trees that you want to cut down, it has a chainsaw. Maybe you'd want to dig a trench so that water can pass through the trench to your various plants. It has a trencher.
That's a multi-purpose
machine. So let's say that you have one of these slashers and you can use it for all these purposes. Now it is time for planting. You prepare your land. We have a manual planter. It's so interesting watching it work. The manual planter does all grains. It does all grains. So it can do maize, it can do soya, it can do rice, everything.
Very interesting.
Just the same small machine. How does it work? You put the seeds into the pot. In fact, there are two pots. One is a fertilizer pot and the other is a seed pot. So you just keep pushing it along the line. It will dig the hole, it will put in the seed, it will cover it.
But hold on. I know at this point somebody is just wondering how these machines will look like on the farm. But trust me, we'll be going to the practical session where RST Company Limited will be giving us a practical session of how these machines can be used. And I know you need one on your farm. We're saying RST Company Limited. Papa, quickly. We've spoken about the slasher. That is the multi-purpose slasher. And then we've also spoken about the planter as well. What are some of the other things? And these are all machines that even women can use. Our women can
easily. They are user-friendly. User-friendly.
So what other machines can we look at?
Good. So, after the planter has done so, normally, before it will be time for harvesting, weeds will grow around it. You can use the multi-purpose slasher to weed around it. It has one of the tools which we call it the hoe. Just like in the olden days and in the farm, we weed around our plants. this mechanized hoe does it the same way. Wow. Beautifully. And very fast.
Wow.
So now you weeded around it. It has matured. It is time for harvesting. Now, the first two we mentioned, the slasher, if it is rice or paddy, because it is not time, it's not processed yet, so we call it paddy. If it is paddy, the slasher can harvest the paddy and gather it together. You can use that too. Have slashing it and gathering it together. So you have it. If it is maize, you can use that to mold them down, and then you come to take up your maize from it. So it can help in harvesting also soya. Unfortunately, in the places in Ghana where soya is planted or cultivated, they uproot it and put it into multi-crop threshers, which disturb the machine a lot. It slows down also the process. But with these slasher, you can use it to cut the soya beans at a higher level, taking only the soya beans and leaving the stick. Yes. So it can be used for harvesting. Now, let us assume it is maize you have harvested. It is time for shelling the maize. Well, there are smaller machines you will dehusk and put it into the machine and it will shell it for you. I remember in the olden days when we were in the farms, you will do these until
I know, right?
you have your fingers hurt. In fact, they hurt. So most of the time when they call us to come and do it, you see this one passing the corner and all that. But now, machines do them much more easily. Yes.
Very interesting.
So that is when you use the maize shell. Now, we also have a mini combined harvester for maize.
Mini combined harvester.
Yes, it is only one row. It cuts the maize and then dehusks it, and then it drops the maize with a cup for you. So when you take it, you just put it into a shell and it will shell. So we have paddy threshers also. After the slasher has harvested the paddy, it is thrown into the thresher, and the thresher will separate the shrubs or the husk from the paddy itself.
Papa, hold on. Let's take a quick commercial break. I know it's getting interesting. You want to know more. You want to learn more. Perhaps you just joined the conversation. It's Let's Talk Agribusiness. Yes, and today we are looking at how to empower the smallholder farmer. Tete has already told us who a smallholder farmer is. Somebody who is cultivating anything from a half acre to about 10 acres. You fall within this category of a smallholder farmer. And there are machines that makes work easier and faster that you can adopt to make your work easy and faster. Let's go on a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we'll still delve into this conversation. It's Let's Talk Agribusiness. Okay, so welcome back to Let's Talk Agribusiness. And picking up from the conversation, Mr. Tete was explaining some machines that you can adopt as a smallholder farmer to make your work easier and faster. We've spoken about the slasher, we've spoken about the planter. If you just joined the conversation, you can as well follow all our social media handles at Miss Agriculture Ghana, and you have up-to-date information on most of all these, machines. Very soon we'll be moving to the grounds to see or to have a look at these machines yourself. Yes, know how they look like, so that just in case you make up your mind to get any of these machines, you speak to RST Company Limited to be able to help you out in selecting these machines. Mr. Tete, please, so now you've told us some of these machines. Are they
Is that all, or is there anything more you can add up to it so that quickly we move out and then look at something else?
There are many more. There are many more. Now, for instance, the maize sheller has been used. You've shelled your maize. Now you go into the market. How would you know the quantity that you are rolling out? Yes. There is a need for a scale to be able to weigh what quantity you are rolling out. In kilograms, you have it, so you'll be able to know exactly what you are selling. In these days, when standards, all of us are being encouraged to use standards, there is the need for us to use the scale to be able to know what quantity of commodity you are selling out. And this is a real encouragement. Some of us in the offices, supermarkets, wherever, if we want to buy something, we want to know exactly what weight or quantity we're buying. So the scale is also very important in this regard.
Now let's talk about RST Company Limited. You've been in this organization business for quite some time now. How is the business like?
Modestly speaking, we have been about 27 years in.
Modestly.
Yes.
I see.
We've been into this business for the past 27 years. We have moved from very rough stages and risen to where we are now. I will not say that we are still at the rough age. No. We have actually made a lot of progress. Whereby today, if you call anyone at all and ask of any agric machine, the first company to be mentioned will be RST Limited. It is through your help and that of other people in the media who have helped us to do that. But more importantly, because of the service we rendered to our customers, that was what made them go and then come again and again and again. Now, the supplying agri mechanization and being in the agri sector is not something that anyone who is in a hurry to make money goes into.
That's a punchline.
Yes. It is a business that goes at a very slow pace. But our passion is to be able to solve challenges in the agri sector. So as we bring this today, it solves problems. The customer introduces new challenges, and then we are able to find a means of solving that. And as we keep doing that, we keep growing. And the confidence of the customers in our company is also growing very, very fast. So that is how it is. Patience, endurance, and also perseverance. These are the things that have brought us this far.
Patience, endurance, and perseverance.
Yes. Above all, love of your customers. Your love for them. If you don't love them, you want to make money quickly. You bring in machines that may not be perfect for them, and you don't care about that once you take your money. But mind you, if you do that, you have customers today, tomorrow you will find them.
On this one, we've heard about instances where machines are being used on the farm and then it breaks down and there are no parts to fix it. Sometimes even government machines that are being given to farmers, these machines are being used on the farm by the farmers and then it breaks down. They can't find their spare parts or they just can't fix it. You need to bring people from outside to fix these machines. RST Company Limited. What is the issue actually?
It is true. There are many suppliers of machines who would just want to supply, collect their monies. That is the end of it. It is the bane of our big sector. It has not been helping at all. Now, what RST does so that our customers do not suffer the same fate, no matter what machine we are bringing, even if it is the first time, it will be accompanied by some amount of spare parts. At the time when we have ordered the machines, we ask the manufacturer, please, what are the parts that will normally break down? Give us a list of them. And then we buy these machines and bring them along with the parts. So, in fact, today, from any part of the country, a customer can call, and if the machine has been supplied by RST, you will be able to get the parts and send it within 24 hours.
Wow.
Yes, it will reach the customer. It's just a matter of phone call. As we supply the machines, we have given them manuals. These manuals contain the parts, so you have a parts book. All you need to do is to look into the manual and tell me the parts number of what has spoiled. We just go into our books, tell you the cost and small cost for transporting it. Immediately you send it to us by Momo or whatever means. The money gets to us, we parcel, we give it to a vehicle, but the next morning you can pick it up at the purchasing point.
That's great.
All the machines we sell have their parts. In fact, we have a top floor, each room measuring about 15 by 15, and we have as many as 12 of them filled with spare parts. We give each machinery a room to take spare parts only. Not too long ago, I imported just 3 combined harvesters. The spare parts on it alone was $26,000. Yes, because I do not want my customer's machine to break down for him to set down. We have maintained that policy till today. Yes.
And it's good for RST company.
That is what has made us survive. There was a time a survey was conducted into how many agri machinery suppliers are in Ghana. They had a full number. Then they said they wanted to visit them, and the report that came. Out of about 69 suppliers of agri machinery, they styled themselves as suppliers.
Exactly. They said.
Yes. By the time the survey was conducted, the active ones were not up to 10.
Wow. In this country.
In this country. Now, what they do is they see it as a rosy thing to do. They enter into it, and then because they cannot meet the needs of the customer by way of parts and other things, they also fizzle out. Yes. So this is one area that farmers who are procuring agri equipment should look at. The supplier has spare parts for the machine. Ask to see them physically
Before you make any decision.
to buy.
So you might be watching me, and just in case you have in mind, or you've watched this interview and you want to acquire any of these handheld machines to make your work easy and faster, like Mr. Tete said, you need to ask further questions. People pose themselves as people who are authority on these issues, but you know the right place to be. That is RST Company Limited. This is where you are sure that the machines you are buying or whatever you are buying from RST, just in case there's a breakdown, you have other spare parts to support it. I know you do installations, you move
all over the country to help people who acquire your machines. What has been some of the challenges you faced, especially in dealing with these type of farmers we are talking about, the smallholder farmer?
Yeah. Unfortunately, on a few occasions, let's say the premises for the installation have not met the standards. We have gone beyond where you dig the person's concrete, put in stud, put the machine on it, and then you pour concrete on it. No, we've gone beyond that. You see this floor, which is terrazzo. I can easily install a rice mill here.
On a terrazzo?
Yes. Yeah, people tile their milling rooms and we install rice mills on it. Wow. It is simple. We have an installation table for every machine. It doesn't sit on the floor. There is a table. So we lift the machine and put on it. The table is bolted to the ground by the use of anchor bolts. Very simple. And then it will be as strong and as hard as your ground. Sadly, on a few occasions we go to installation sites and the concreting is not hard enough. The area to be located, because most of the time there is a waste product which will go out there and then you put it in the midst of residents. It wouldn't help. Let's look at paddy husk going out and people are sitting down and it's flying all over their heads. These are some of the challenges. And some people also prefer, they'll say that they'll procure their own installation materials. And they buy inferior ones. And then we get there and then we have to reject all of them and they have to start buying again. So these have been some of the challenges, but people have come to understand that if you buy according to what RST has specified, it's powerful. And for the majority of the people to save themselves the trouble, they give us the money for the installation materials. So for them, all they do, and then we do the training immediately after the installation.
Our machine.
So it's been a joy. Installing smaller machines, medium-sized machines, and very large machines.
I say, I was coming to that. What is the ratio, or what would you say is the percentage of people who purchase from you, looking at commercial farmers and then smallholder farmers?
I will say that if we're talking about numbers, the smallholder farmers are.
Wow.
So we are talking about numbers, yes. But if we talk about the effect, the impact, then we will say
the larger
stockholder, the larger commercial farmers are those who do on a wider scale. So they are more.
And with these smallholder farmers who are more, the percentage of women in them?
Great. The percentage of the women in these days is becoming higher than the men.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Because a few of the men have left their abodes to look for greener pastures in the cities. Now when they leave the women there, what do? They have to do farming to be able to survive with the few kids that have been left for them. Yeah. So the number of women in Agric is growing, and we are happy that you are championing the cause of women in Agric. Yes. This is a great encouragement to them.
Sure.
Because they are doing Ghana a great service.
Mr. Tete, it's been great having this conversation with you.
Thank you.
We'll be moving to the field to see the practical aspects of it. I know you've enjoyed this session, the interview session. Now you're moving to the part 2 where you get to see some of these machines that were being mentioned by Mr. Tete or RST Company Limited right here on the show. Don't go anywhere. We are taking a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we're moving straight to the premises of RST Company Limited to have a look at these machines that were mentioned earlier on by Mr. Tete in our conversation. Just in case you are watching me, wherever you're watching me from, and you want to be interviewed or you want to be on the show, you only need to call the numbers you see on your screen for partnership, for sponsorship, and then you will be on the show. My name is Oyinba Kusiachiwa. Quickly, let's move. Welcome back, and let's talk agribusiness. If you just joined the conversation, like we mentioned earlier, today we are at RST Company Limited, one of Ghana's leading supplier of agricultural machines. And we have been speaking to Mr. Tete, who is the founder and CEO of RST Company Limited. It's time to show you some of these handheld machines that can make your work easy and faster on the farm. I still have here with me Mr. Tete to take us through these handheld machines to make our work easier. Don't go anywhere, stick and stay with us as we take you through the machines. Okay, so I'm still here with Mr. Tete, the founder and CEO of RST Company Limited. And it's time to show you some of these machines that can help or aid our smallholder farmers to increase productivity. Mr. Tete, can you take us through the machines? Like what you mentioned in there, what do we have here and how does it work?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Now, this is the slasher, which was the first machine I mentioned in our earlier discussion. Now, this is the engine of it, and then you can just put it at your back. So that is the machine and the various accessories it has.
Okay.
Let me explain. Because of this blade, we call it slasher.
Okay.
That is the main tool. This can be used to slash weeds, and when it comes to the harvesting of paddy, it is the same thing which is used. It slashes, and then this is called the backpack.
Okay.
The backpack collects the paddy and gathers it at one point.
Wow.
So that is the slasher. Now, interestingly, it has many tools that goes with it. For example, if you have some trees on your farm, not too big, but you want to cut them down, this is a chainsaw. It's an accessory
That comes
to
with
the
it.
machine. Yes. This is a pruner. Trees that are very tall and you just want to cut off some of the branches, they should be able to help you to do that. Then, this is a water pump. Interestingly, this small thing can still water your farm. This is water pump. It will be attached. This is called the gearbox. Most of the tools are hanged or hinged on this as the gearbox to be able to perform its functions. Now, I mentioned earlier that it can be used as a hoe.
Yes.
This is the hoe.
Wow.
It will just be turning around and digging the ground. Just as our manual hoe does.
Yes.
This does it that way, but does it faster.
I see.
We can dig a trench so that water can pass through to any part of the farm that we want. And we use this to dig the trench. So you can see, it is a versatile tool that does so many things. Yes.
And you said we can just carry it at your back.
That's everything.
I see.
So you started your engine. Yes, steady.
The name again?
Slasher. It gets its name from this first portion. It's a We mentioned the planter,
Yes.
which we also said plant all grains, multi-purpose, and it does all grains. Now this is called, we call these the single. It doesn't have the fertilizer pot,
Okay.
but the other one has a fertilizer pot. Now if you want to change from one grain to another, there are discs, different discs inside.
Inside the
Each
planter.
disc, yes, because it is new,
Yeah.
they are there. Each disc you select determines
What you are planting.
what seed you are planting. So we have several of them. So it's from groundnut, soya beans, maize, paddy, everything. That's all.
Then this, I can just have my what do you call it, my headset and just be planting.
Yeah.
Woo!
Then at each place, it has opened the hole in the ground, it has filled the bed. At each click you hear, it has dug the ground, seed has opened, dropped it in, and then this roller covers the seed.
Wow.
So you just go in a straight line, and then you come back. So by the time they germinate, it's quite beautifully lined up.
Wow. It does the work easily.
Yes.
It takes the whole plant and
Puts
harvests
in
it
the
out.
seed and covers it up.
Interesting. Interesting.
And you can set it. If you want a single seed, double seed, you can set it and it will give you.
This is very interesting, and it's not just interesting, but it's something that you should adopt. It is something that is good. A simple machine that can help you plant. It digs the hole, you plant, it covers it up, it makes work easy. And trust me, all my queens, Miss Agriculture Ghana, you need one of this. And I'm Mr. Tete.
Yes.
It makes work very easy.
Yes.
It's something that every smallholder farmer should have. It makes work extremely easy. I can just imagine. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. And this is the one that has the fertilizer pot.
Yes.
This is double.
Yes.
Double planter.
Not double seed,
Okay.
but one seed and the other one is a fertilizer pot. So you can be planting and fertilizing simultaneously.
Wow. Interesting. And we can find all these machines here at RST Company Limited. Don't get it twisted. RST Company Limited is the only company that can serve you all these agricultural machines that can make your work easy. Great. We have a few to look at, then we'll be wrapping up the show. If you have any comments, any questions, just in case you want the contact of RST Company Limited or some contacts to follow on, at the end of the show, I'll be putting their contacts out there for you to make it easier for you to locate them. RST Company Limited is at La Paz, just under the Abrantier footbridge. RST Company Limited, you can find us there. We put our numbers on the screens so that you can reach us also on them, just in case you need any of these machines.
Yes. This is the corn combined harvester. It's a single row. You start the engine, put it on gear, and then as you move along, it will be cutting the maize, strip it up or dehusk it, and put it into the container on the right hand side. That container is small, so after some time it will get filled. So you just open it, it will drop, and then there will be someone walking behind who will be picking them.
What's the name again?
Corn combine harvester. Mini corn combine harvester. Also have these sprinklers. We have water pump, sprinklers, and water hoses. All of them.
It's been an educative and insightful one with RST Company Limited. Anything agric mechanization, don't forget to follow on RST Company Limited. And Mr. Tete and his crew will be here to serve you. I believe you had ample information, you had good information, and also you had a practical session, had a look at all these machines here at RST Company Limited. These are all ways towards aid the smallholder farmer. So just in case, fall within the category of a half acre to about 10 acres and you need any machine, and not just a smallholder, even if you're a commercial farmer and you need machines to make your work easier in the agri sector, the place to be is RST Company Limited. We have everything to serve the commercial farmer and also the smallholder farmer. We do installations as well. Any part of the country, wherever you are, you can call on us and we'll be there to help you out. Mr. Dete, I need you to send a word of advice to most of the youth who want to go into agribusiness, especially the young women. They want to go into agribusiness, but this issue about it's tedious, it's for the aged, it's for women who don't slave. When you're into agri or you're into agribusiness and you're a young lady, you grow old, you can't do makeup. What do you have to tell them?
I want to let our youth there know that there is gold in the soil. Instead of going to look for the white-collar job that does not exist. I also want to assure them that agri is not tedious. With the use of smaller machines for the smaller holder, it is easier. Agri has become easier and interesting. It's more or less like a hobby, but you are doing business. So they should please come into agri. They have the machines to support them, and they wouldn't look old, they will look younger. They shouldn't think they will become old. They will be still younger because the machines will help them to do every work without stress. And as you make the money, thinking too much will not weigh you down to become old because you are making money.
It's a business.
You look good all the time. So they should go into agri. It is good business.
And finally, there are investors. I know there are people watching us. Some are investors. People want to invest in the agribusiness sector. Would you recommend investment in the mechanization sector? And what sort of investment should we do?
Yes, it's a very fine area. For example, today a lot of people do maize, soya, rice in commercial quantity. They will never be able to do it manually. So we have huge agri machines that will do about 10 tons per hour and things like that. These ones will be able to help them. You can invest in it. Look for an operator. And then he will operate and you'll be making your money with that machine that you have acquired. The only thing is good supervision. And that is all. So you can invest into agri and make money just as other commercial ventures.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for having us.
Thank you for bringing us on the show.
And thank you for staying with us. Obviously, this is the most educative and entertaining agribusiness show you have ever been watching. Let's talk agribusiness. Follow us. You can support us by following us, liking our pages on YouTube at Miss Agriculture Ghana, on Facebook at Miss Agriculture Ghana, on Twitter, any of our social media handles at Miss Agriculture Ghana, and also right here on this channel. Drop your comments on any of our videos or pictures, and then let's pick up or let's continue the conversation from there. My name is Ohineba Shira, your Miss Agriculture Ghana, and I've been doing this today's session with Mr. Tete, who is the CEO and founder of RST Company Limited. I want to say a very big thank you to my sponsors, because without you, it wouldn't have been possible. Thank you so much to Food Factory Limited. Thank you so much, Food Factory. Thank you so much to Blue Skies. Thank you to all the Media Below crew, to our cameramen, to our light men, to our sound men. You guys are doing great. We love you. And to all the young women who are doing amazingly well in the agribusiness sector, especially to all the queens of Miss Agriculture Ghana. We see you, we love you, and we're still with you. Miss Agriculture Ghana, we say, seal, beauty with purpose, the female agriculture sweet taste, powered by the Chamber of Women in Agribusiness Ghana. Same time next week, right here on this channel, it's Let's Talk Agribusiness. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana.
Yeah, yeah, baby. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today. To forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 I'm a strong woman and beautiful too. I'm a queen of my home and I know that you are too. So let us come together and raise the flag green. Cause my family good food and health all relies on me. Evergreen, evergreen. I'm from good soil, so I am green. I've got a new trend to with me. Forever be green, 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 green. I'm black woman, I believe in good health, and my dream is to promote the good of agriculture today. To forever be green, green, green. I present to you Miss Agriculture Ghana. 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 Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Let's support Miss Agriculture Ghana. Oh.